Hey everyone, it's Ms. O. Now I'm going to show you how to do the vertical lines with multiple shapes. Very similar to the vertical lines with one shape. I'm going to show you how to do it. This will also be the same tutorial for the circles if you're just using one shape multiple times. All right, here we go. First thing you're going to do is read the instructions. Create lines using the line tool in Sketchpad 5.1. Or you're going to use the template in the image link slide. This is the image links slide. You already have these lines in vertical orientation, so you're just going to download them to your computer. Okay. Download it to your computer. Then you're going to go back to your slide. You're going to click on Sketchpad 5.1 so you can create your transparent shapes and input your lines in your page. Okay. So I'm going to create a new screen, a new project. This project is in landscape mode orientation. So I'm going to change it to IN for inches, 11 for the width, and 8.5 for the height. Make sure the white box is selected, and you're going to click Create. I want my image to fit, so pressing the magnifying glass, broken square, and the minus sign. Now my entire page fits where you can see the gray all the way around. First thing I'm going to do is insert my lines. So I'm clicking on the clip art tool, load your own image, click on my vertical lines, and there she is. Don't want that cow, I just want my lines. You're going to make sure you drag your corner past the white project area. So you're going to drag it into the gray. Drag it into the gray. Okay. So the next thing you're going to do is choose your shapes. You can choose all the same shape or you can choose different shapes. So let's say I'm going to do circles since that is the example here. You have circles. I'm going to do both the circles and different shapes so you can see how I'm doing it. So make sure that there is no fill. So next to fill, make sure that that is at 0. You see now that it's gray and white squares, that means that there is no color inside the shape. Okay, so now I'm going to make multiple circles. Bubble, bubble, bubble trouble. Put this one here. All right, so those are my shapes. I'm going to save this to my computer. And the way I did that was I clicked on the save disk and then I downloaded into download JPEG and it downloaded straight to my computer. Let's say I change my shapes. So I'm going to change all these shapes and I'm going to use multiple shapes. Okay. I'm going to do a square. I'm going to do a triangle. And let's do something funky, like let's do a polygon. Why not? Okay, so I'm gonna save that. Click on my save disk icon, download JPEG or JPEG. Now they went to my computer. I'm gonna go to my slides, move this out of the way. Yours is not gonna look like this. This is my demo screen. So you will only have one. Insert image upload from computer. And there, you can either do your single shape. So this is my single shape, or multiple shapes. I'm going to keep my multiple shapes. Okay. So if you're watching this tutorial and you're doing just circles or just one shape, you will follow the same tutorial, except you'll just do one shape instead of multiple shapes, okay? All right, so I'm gonna go back to Sketchpad. Now we're ready to color. So I'm gonna choose two colors. I'm gonna choose a color and it's complementary. Let's do red and green. So I'm gonna make sure that I click on the paint bucket and it's on pixel fill. Okay, and I'm also going to make sure that my tolerance is at 50%, 50. I want to change my fill because I'm doing red and green. So I'm going to choose one of my colors. I'm going to choose red and color the lines in. So just make sure this arrow is directly on that line and then color it. All right, so now my lines are red. Now I'm ready for my green. Oh, no, I'm going to start coloring using alternating colors. I'm going to alternate. Make sure you double click when you're coloring. All right, so now I have my red. I'm going to go to my green. Double click, double click, double click, double click, double click. All right, she's done. Now I'm going to go to save it. Click on that disk icon, download JPEG. Then I'm going to go to my project and insert it in slide 1. I notice that there's still a white spot in my image. So I'm going to cancel it, go back to Sketchpad, refresh my screen, and I notice that there's a section here that has not colored in. I'm going to save it again. And I'm going to go back. There it is. All right, I'm going to make sure that my checklist is checked and I've done everything that's on here. Then I'm going to submit. Let's go back and say you did the color, the single shape. All right, so I'm going to move this out of the way for those who did the single shape. And I'm going to move this out of the way. So I don't need it right now. And I'm just going to do the single shape. This is another reason why it's a good idea to save your work, because now I don't have to do it over. Right? So I'm doing my single shape. I'm going to go back to Sketchpad. I'm going to undo everything I just did. Is it going to undo? Probably not. So if it doesn't undo, which it's not, all I have to do is delete all of this and insert the image that I saved. That's why it's very important to save your work. And there it is. All right, so now I'm ready to color. This time I'm going to do yellow and purple. Okay, I just want to color the line, not the entire image. Oop. Let's see. If you can't quite get the arrow on there, then you can just make your image bigger. There you go. There it is. There it is. Just want to make sure it's nice and yellow. Then now I'm ready to alternate my colors. Okay, I've done my yellow. Now to my complementary. Make it slightly darker. There we go. I'm going to refresh my screen to make sure it all saved. Sometimes I have blank spots. Good, it's saved correctly. I'm going to save my image, download JPEG, in slide 1. I'll put it in my slide. And there it is. So this is the same tutorial whether you're doing the same shapes or different shapes. So this is the different shapes, and that's the same shapes. Different shapes, same shapes. But you're going to follow the same tutorial, okay? But you're only going to choose one. You're not going to do both. All right. You're definitely going to make sure that your checkboxes are checked. And then you're going to submit your project. If you're interested in any of these other tutorials that I have posted here, just click on the project image, and there's a tutorial connected to all of them. All right. Have fun, everyone.